Hello there, grumpy old fart here. Um, on my channel I try to do some stuff about UFOs and unexplained phenomena, unexplained artifacts, things like that, because there's a lot about our world we don't know. There's a lot about the universe we don't know. What we do know is that last year, I want to say it was in August, might have been in August. Anyway, last year the Navy announced that they had some gun camera footage off of the carrier Nimitz, and this carrier, the aircraft, captured gun camera footage of real UFOs. It wasn't fake; they were genuine photos and videos of actual UFOs. Fast forward to this year, the Pentagon has made a number of announcements detailing that they have UFOs are real, and they have captured vehicles, craft that was not built on Earth. Now, people who have said to me that, oh, that doesn't mean it was aliens. Well, who the hell else could it be? Unless we have some sort of an orbital construction platform that we don't know about, or we have a base on the moon that's building, or maybe Mars or whatever that's building this stuff, and nobody told us about it. It ain't human. That's all I'm saying. You know. So, because they've made these announcements, we now have to go back and look at some of these claims about UFOs with a little air of credulity, because a little bit of credibility, because these people may have actually been onto something. It may, obviously a lot of these people probably hoaxing stuff, but what if they weren't? So they can't all be hoaxes. Let's go on to this one here. This guy here does not strike me as a hoaxer. Robert Matthews from 1966. Let me give this a little bit of background here. 1966, Vietnam was going on. There was the Tet Offensive was getting ready to go. I don't think it was quite there yet. There was a lot of unrest in the world. Our economy wasn't doing so well. There was a lot of social upheaval going on in America. Airman Robert Matthews was reporting for his first tour of duty in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. And the bus driver let him off near a payphone and told him to call for a truck to pick him up from the base. To pick him up and take him back to the base. And he called for the truck, and when he hung up, he saw strange lights in the sky. He called the base a second time because he was afraid, and he was informed that the truck had arrived but could not find him, so they had come back to the base. The interval between these calls was an hour. Matthews thought it was only a few minutes, and that is a classic example of what's called missing time. I talk about that in a video called the UFO abduction phenomena. I think it's one of the videos on my channel. You can find it. It's I talk about missing time and a few of the things that are indicative of UFO abductions. Missing time is a classic thing where you think you're standing there. One of my favorite ones is they go out to the porch, going to have a smoke or whatever, and somebody comes out and says, "Oh, there you are." Well, yeah, I just came out for a smoke. Well, we've been looking for you. Where you at? I was here. No, you weren't. We've been looking for you for 20 minutes or an hour or whatever. I was here. No, you weren't. We were out here looking. You weren't here. That kind of thing. Missing time. This here is a classic example. And I am sure that when this guy reported in, he was berated or some sort of disciplinary action may have been taken, because his story doesn't jibe. He made a phone call, and when they showed up, he wasn't there, and then he makes a phone call an hour later. Yeah, you got to come get me. We tried. You weren't there. Well, I've been here. That kind of thing. But here's the thing. Later, under hypnosis, he recalled being taken aboard an alien spaceship. He was examined medically, and skin and blood samples were taken, also along with sperm samples. So this is a classic alien abduction. This guy was taken aboard a craft. He was examined medically. They took samples of, sperm and whatever, skin, blood, whatever. And then he was let off, and he didn't remember it. All he remembered was these lights in the sky that scared him. But he couldn't remember why. And so, yeah, this happens a lot in UFO abduction cases. The missing time and like that. Now, this guy being an airman in the Air Force, that part there would get me, because if he was reporting for his duty station, chances are he was in uniform. I'm just saying. Um, the whole thing tells me that this guy wasn't taken seriously, and maybe they should have. And you can't really blame the people of the time, because his superiors, because if a guy calls for a ride and you send somebody out there and he's not there, and then he calls an hour later, you know and with a weird story about lights in the sky, yeah, you can understand their confusion there. You can understand their response. But this happens a lot, and I talk about this in some of my other videos. If this guy had been a pilot and he had reported this, he probably would have been desk bound and may very well have lost his career. As it stands, I don't know what this guy faced after that. I can't find any records, but this guy was obviously abducted, and I don't know. Again, I'm not saying any of this stuff happened. I'm not saying it's real, but because the Navy and the Pentagon have announced that these UFOs are actually real, you got to look at these again, because this is a worldwide phenomenon. It's not just in America, but these things are happening, and I don't think we can afford to ignore them any longer. Take from that what you will. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.